Hello there, Internet, and welcome back to Geeky Ent. We
Hello.
are finally back after a little break, but Mary and I have some new content coming your way, especially with me and Mary. We have some discussions to talk about today. Mary, what's on the agenda today?
Um, well, we have a little bit of from column A, a little bit from column B. But the most important thing that everyone's talking about right now, Animal Crossing.
Oh, God, yeah. So, Animal Crossing, for people that don't know, it's Animal Crossing New Horizons. And it is a video game where basically you get flown to a deserted island and you build up your island from scratch. And you go ahead and craft wooden furniture, stone furniture, iron furniture with the resources that you have on your island. And I think, in my opinion, that this game came out at the perfect time with the whole situation going on globally and everything else that's happening on in the world. This game, I just checked it before we started this video. I have over 100 hours logged into this game, and I am just still not even done. Mary, what's your island like? Because I know you got it about a week or two later from everybody else.
I actually got it a month later from everyone else.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, my island is still very up and coming. Everyone keeps talking about turnips, but I totally keep missing the turnip person. Every time they come, I'm either
Sunday
asleep or I
mornings.
don't know. But
Sunday mornings.
I never. Every time I go log into my island, I think it's from 8 to 12. That person is just never there.
And you
And I'm
can't
like,
find her.
where are you? I can't. And I'm like, I want to make buku money and bells and you know
Oh,
bring up my island. I'm living the poor life on Boom Boom.
it is like, that's your island name, Boom Boom?
Yes.
Okay, I like that one. Mine was, I couldn't think of a name, so I went with a total cliche type, opposite type name, and my island name is Tatooine. Just how it's spelled in the world of Star Wars. It is not a desert.
You
Um,
would.
I would. I was thinking of maybe Endor or Kashyyyk or something just Star Wars related because I was on a Star Wars binge. Um, but yeah, this game, it's amazing. So to feedback on your stock market turn-up game is what people are calling it. I have researched this a lot, and basically it is not a video game. It is a business when it comes to the stock market
Oh yeah.
for the turn-ups. So for those that don't know, the turn-up game it's not really a game. It's basically a little vendor, Daisy May, I think her name is.
I don't know. I've never
She's
met her.
she's so cute. She's got a turnip hat, but then she's got a snot. I think she's like a little piggy, but she's so cute. So essentially, every Sunday morning, she'll sell you turnips for whatever price that she has it for that day. Then you have to sell those turnips by the following Sunday. And essentially what you do is you're making a profit on them. So essentially, hypothetically, you're buying the turnips for, say, 90 or 100 bells, and then your island shop will eventually sell them or will give you money at, 130 bells, 150 bells. And the whole reason why I say it's a game, it's because there are websites out there, fan forums, that developed these spreadsheets on when they're allowing island visits for people to sell their turnips at the price that
Oh
island is
yeah.
selling for. We have our own
Like
little group.
500 and something. I have a common friend of ours actually.
Yeah,
She
there are.
posted. She's in a group.
Yeah, our San Diego
And
Comic Con group. Yeah, yeah,
no, no, no. She's in
yeah.
another group.
Oh,
Where I guess there are groups on Facebook and stuff like that. And you go on, people will, their towns will be selling the turnips for over 500 and something. Um, and that's when she'll they'll have a thread going, oh, comment here and we'll send you the Eviter code to our town and you can sell type deal. And yeah, that's
it's
where all the money comes from. It's a lucrative business.
that's where part of the money comes from. I've actually found out a better way to make the quicker money. But to piggyback off of that, it's not just saying here's a code, come to my island. There are people charging people to come to
I
the
haven't
islands
seen
too
that
as
yet.
well. And it's also the fact that you have people, their friends, when you make the visits to the island, you'll have what's called bounty hunters, and it's the friends walking around their store, making sure that the transactions go through smoothly. It is like a real life drug deal, perhaps you can call it. And basically, you'll go to the island, make the transaction, but you have to make sure that the island owner gets what they have for you to come. So they're not just allowing you to come for free. So that's why it's all a big. It's blown up on Twitter. It's blown up on all over the internet in terms of the stock market turn-up game. But when I actually found that actually makes more money than the stock market, because that's like a long-term thing. You'll basically buy them on Sunday morning, wait for the right price, and sell them and make the profit. For me personally, I found that hunting, now it's scorpions. It used to be tarantulas, but when you hunt scorpions and tarantulas via your Nook Mile tickets after 7 p.m., you could sell those suckers for 8,000 bells a piece. Now there is a little bit of work to it though. If you don't land on the specific island, you have to make the island suitable for these bugs to spawn. So what you have to do is you have to take out all the trees, all the flowers, and dig those all up so you have the chance of those spawning. And I actually found out that the scorpions on a regular Nook Island spawn at about a rate of 1 to 20. So what you got to do is you got to run around, scare off the bugs you don't want, and then wait for it to spawn, and then you go ahead and sell it that way. So at $8,000 a piece, you'll be able to pay off your home loan debt pretty easily.
I would have to do that. I need to pay off my home. Start adding some rooms.
What is your home? How many rooms do you have?
Just the one.
Okay, you are in the poor island section. It is.
I don't have people to play with. Actually, that's a lie. There's one guy who's like, yeah, if I'm online and you need to come to my island, just let me know. I got you. You need berries, you need this, I got you. That guy is awesome. I have a bone to pick with you, though. I have been asking you, hey, buddy, how, bestie, why can't I come to your island?
So what had happened was...
I've been to your home, rather than your island.
So what had happened was, the first time that you asked me, I had turnips all over my island, especially in front of my house. And I found out that those are able to be picked up from people that visit your island. So
all you have to do is say, don't touch my turnips, and I'd be like, cool.
Didn't we just like talk about like this is a stock market game and it's a business, it's not a game? That's my investment. So that was one story.
I would not take your stuff.
That's true. That's true. You are my sister from another mother. But the other aspect of it was the second time you asked me, my house was being renovated and I didn't want my house, the exterior of the house, not the interior. And now it actually looks so much cooler, just the way that I want it. So like I mentioned too in the beginning, you can customize your island to what you want. So yes, you will be visiting my island this week. I arranged my fruit trees. I got all the fruit trees. One of our friends gave me the last fruit that I needed was the cherries. And then I was able to find peaches on an island and then pears and stuff. What is your native fruit on your island?
Pears.
Lucky. Mine's oranges. So
I don't have any oranges yet.
So
I have pears. I grew a cherry thing and coconut.
What about money trees?
No.
So this is another crazy thing about this game. So Animal Crossing, I've never played this game before, but when I actually decided to buy it, I was like, okay, let's finally get something back on the Switch, because before this game came out, I was playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I was playing Pokemon Sword a little bit here and there. I already beat Shield, but with Pokemon, you still got to go ahead and collect all the, Pokemon.
Yeah.
So what was I talking about? The island.
The money trees.
The money trees, yeah. So anyways, there's a lot of tips and tricks to this game where you can go on a YouTube video and watch it. But with money trees, so when you dig for fossils, Mary.
Yeah, I've dug for money before.
So that glowing spot that's left after you dig the money, it's like 1,000 bells, you'll go ahead and bury that. Go ahead and bury that 1,000 bells and it plants a tree. It's the weirdest concept, but I always think of Vegas Vacation every time this comes up. Money grows on trees, and in the game, you can literally plant it, and then you'll get every tree, fruit tree or whatever it is, has 3 fruits. This one, whenever it blooms, you'll have 3 sacks of money at 1,000 apiece. So
Oh,
instead of pocketing that $1,000 bag, you'll go ahead and just
just
bury it again,
replant.
and it's like every 5 days or so, it spawns up a bit again. So that's a cool little tip
Okay.
and trick. Um, Once you get to terraforming and start building cliffs and rivers and all that stuff, we'll talk about more about that. But um, what has been
Yeah,
your?
I'm trying to get more money so I can start building my cliffs.
It's
Things are expensive.
it's a lot of work. Like, and also it annoys me too because you think you're going to be digging in one spot, but then it ends up shoveling another one, and then your shovel gets broken and everything. It's just it's a full grown game, and it's pretty funny too. One of our mutual friends sent us in a group chat that he did some gardening in his
Mm.
backyard and everything, and I made a joke about that, like, "Oh yeah, I did that too, gardening and everything." Um, but it was in Animal Crossing, and it's a lot of work and everything. Like, I've been spending a lot of time like planting my flowers in a certain area to where you can get hybridization. Um, I don't know if you started doing that. You can get the different flower colors and all that other stuff.
Not
Um,
yet.
yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. But for tips and tricks, um, I don't know.
You
What,
need to make me
what
look up YouTube videos, huh?
look up YouTube videos. In terms of the thievery of the biggest crime lord, Tom Nook, in Animal Crossing,
Oh my God.
there's really not much you can do. He just keeps on asking for money.
The
Today is
fact that I have to keep building stuff for this island and getting all of these supplies, and I can't even get a discount on my house.
There are no discounts. He charges full time, and he'll keep asking you for the money. Even if you have a question about your house, he'll say, "Well, there's an outstanding loan debt." Um,
Exactly.
it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Right now, my house has all 3 rooms plus the upstairs. I'm currently working on finishing off the last payment. I think it was like 1.5 million. I got it down to 1 million right now, and I'm sitting. My island right now, right next to my home, has about close to 38. It's got 38 scorpions
Mm.
sitting there waiting to be sold. The reason why I'm not selling it is because there are different. There's a vendor that comes on your island like once a week, and her name is Flick, and she's the bug collector, and she'll go ahead and give you a lot more money when you sell your bugs
See,
compared to the
the
normal.
only vendor that comes to my island consistently that I've seen is I forgot her name. The lady that sells the plants.
Leaf,
Yeah.
the
And
little
then
raccoon
yeah.
panda looking thing. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then the clothing lady just came
Mabel.
not too long ago, Mabel.
So
But
with
those are the only two vendors I've had so far.
So with Mabel, you want to go ahead and make sure you buy stuff from her because she'll end up staying on your island and building her own store. So whenever
I
she
bought
does,
like an apron once.
yeah, I know, but it helps because the whole objective of the game. So there is a story to the game. Let me track back. So you get flown to this deserted island and you go ahead and develop it, and the objective is to have this. I guess he's the top pop star in the Animal Crossing world, KK Slider. Um, for him to arrive at your island and have a concert. So in order to do that, you have to entice him to come to your island. So you have to build up your island, have
Yeah.
residents there, have people, you know, help you out with stuff, and just like that. So once you get that, he'll visit the island, and then essentially you beat the game. Then from there, you just go ahead and keep on customizing your island, keep on doing things. And it actually, like I said, it actually came out at the right time because with
No one can
everybody's
do anything.
right now, with everybody's being stuck at home, it helps because like for me, you'll go ahead and just play the game and like 3 to 4 hours pass. And for me personally, I can't play a game more than 2 hours in one stretch. But this game, it doesn't even feel like it because you're constantly doing things, you're crafting items, you're visiting your friends, doing all that other stuff, and it's just it looks gorgeous in terms of like the animation. It does have that slight like anime-ish style to it, but
Yeah.
there are so many things you can do. You can customize even your clothes. Um,
Yeah.
like with that,
Your hair.
your hair, and then this is the other thing you got to do too. Once you get Mabel to open up your store, you can go ahead and get QR codes for people that created different outfits.
Hmm.
So for me, for about a day, I was walking around my island in an Obi-Wan robe. Somebody made that. Um, somebody made from Overwatch a Genji hoodie. There are
Nice.
so many different things. I've created on my island specifically. I believe it's on my Instagram. The Ninja Turtles, like, and I put them on the ground, so it's like right
I
before you
saw
walk into
that.
my home, you can see the Ninja
You're
Turtles.
welcome, Matt.
My welcome mat. And then right now, uh, I think I'm wearing a Krang, a T-shirt that somebody made
Nice.
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have uh, clotheslines by like two different homes, and I have a Super Mario from Super Mario World.
Mhm.
Somebody made a custom, gorgeous looking one, so I made that and then customized the clothesline pole to have the shirt displayed. A Heath Ledger Joker, somebody made a
Mhm.
gorgeous one with that. But the ones that really captivated me were so good. Stand by.
What's going on? Oh, okay. We're back.
So the one that really captivated me was somebody made a Baby Yoda child sipping tea or soup or
That
whatever.
is so
So
cute.
that is my island flag, and like I love it. So I made it the island flag. It is the national whatever anthem of the child and whatnot. But that's for another video to talk about the Mandalorian and Star Wars, Clone Wars, and all that stuff. But this video is about what we're doing at home and also Animal Crossing heavily.
You
So
know what's funny? Not to cut you off or anything, but I don't know if you remember the older version of Animal Crossing.
no, I've never played it. This is my first one I played.
Okay, so I don't remember what it was on because I actually had it. It was either on, I believe it was on DS. I don't believe it was on the PSP. I think it was on a DS. But I actually had it and I played it maybe for about a week or so, and I couldn't get into it. And I just gave it away to one of my friends. I'm like, here, just take it. I'm over it.
Yeah, from what I heard, like this one, they added a lot more things to it to
They
make it a
did.
more fun game. Because I know that they made a mobile game, and I think I never mind. I
I do
did
have the mobile game. I've
the
played that one
Pocket
too.
Camp. Yeah, I did play
Hmm.
that a little bit, but that's not really like an official Animal Crossing title. Um,
It's just something
it's
to
something
pass
that's
the
just
time.
not really fun, in my opinion. But the other one was I knew about Animal Crossing. I never heard about it until I played Smash Brothers, and then the villager was in the game, and I thought he was the
Mm.
most useless character. But now I can go back and play Smash Brothers and look at what the villager does and all his moves and see how it relates to the game. But it's a pretty cool thing in terms of like what you can do, the customizing, and like I said, people are home right now, so it's a perfect thing. Um,
Yeah.
who would you recommend this game to, Mary, in terms of like if it's worth it for them? And then what are your overall thoughts about Animal Crossing as a whole?
Mm, as a whole, major improvement from the game in the past. As far as with who I would recommend it to, I would recommend it to just anyone that's looking for something to do, whether you're, old or young alike. It's something for everyone. Um, you can either play it for leisure, just to, pass time. You can play it with your friends. You can even play it as far as with the monetary
Sorry,
aspects to see.
I had to
No, you're fine.
I had to bring our guest. Everybody, this is Ray. Ray, say hi.
Hi, Ray.
Say hi, Ray. Look up. Oh, that's not a
Oh,
good hi, but okay, that works. You want to go
this
back to
works.
sleep?
It's
You want
something.
to go back to sleep? Okay, bye, Ray. Okay, continue. Sorry.
No, 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 you're
Cameo
good.
appearance here on Geeky Ent.
But yeah, it there's something for everyone to do with it. I know I say that quite a bit, but in this case, there really is. And even if it's something that you want to try, just to try it, I mean, what is it gonna hurt?
It's
you'll probably find yourself addicted to it, which may be a good thing, maybe a bad thing.
There are people addicted to it. Some of my friends on my Nintendo friends list have over 300 hours logged into this game, and it
Wow.
boggles my mind like how many hours people have put into this. And I can see that because like it's not really a video game per se where you're like completing a storyline and going into fighting and all that other stuff. This is like an actual full-on customizing game.
Yeah.
The reason why I bought it was because there was a game back on the Xbox a long time ago called Viva Pinata. I know it's like the weirdest title, but essentially what you do is you're developing your little island space to have these different pinata animals come onto your island, and the objective of the game was to collect and house all these animals and everything. This one was a little bit different because you're not doing it to collect the animals, you're basically developing this whole village. And to chime in on what we talked about earlier, on YouTube there are a bunch of different things that I've seen when it comes to people customizing these things. And have you seen any crazy type things on YouTube, Mary, like of what people have done in Animal Crossing or customizing or anything like that?
Surprisingly, no. I actually keep my YouTube watching very limited to certain things, interesting enough. I probably will look up to see just to make the game a little bit more interesting. Now that, I'm like well below everyone's status now that I'm finding out.
Yeah, yeah. So there, like I said, you have to put in the time for things to make work in this games. But some like people of Geeky Ent, there are so many crazy things that I've seen on YouTube. When what people have done in Animal Crossing. For you Pokemon lovers, somebody created Pallet Town, which is the
Oh
original
my god.
town from Pokemon, and created it exactly the way it looks like in the TV show. Somebody created
You have to have a lot of time on your hands for
it's
that.
so much time, like, and then I look at all these videos and these islands, and I'm like, mine looks like crap compared to them. Like, I get proud, like, of my little theme park that I made, but it's like nothing compared to what these people have done.
My
I'm
island is a storage area right now.
It's well, that's how mine was at first until you start decorating things and all that other stuff. Another one was somebody recreated Kakariko Village from the Zelda series, uh,
Mhm.
exactly the way Kakariko Village looks. I think it was from the SNES game, A Link to the
Wow.
Past, recreated that. Somebody recreated the Earthbound city with all the actual different the animation style of it. I guess it was like slightly like bright colors, but they customized the entire floor to make it look like that. So those are some of the crazy customizing things, but it gets even weirder, folks. When it comes to the actual real life events, the crazy, actually, no, let's not do the craziest. Some of the things that have been done were, like we mentioned, the whole bounty hunters, bodyguards for the turnip transactions, but high school graduations have taken place in Animal Crossing in lieu of an actual
Shout out to the
graduation.
class of 2020.
It's,
You
yeah,
guys did great.
it's so sad to see that you guys didn't get your ceremony, but you know what? In due time, you guys will get it soon.
Oh yeah.
Um, so yeah, real life graduation ceremonies. But the craziest thing I've seen, and I didn't believe this, it was a real life wedding ceremony. They had the altar, they had the
That
chairs,
is
it was
so
on the
cute.
beach, and you know, it was just crazy to see like those different things. All you have to do is search Animal Crossing uh, tips
Tips and tricks.
or specifically top 10 crazy things people have done in Animal Crossing, and you'll get a specific YouTube person that'll
I
bring it
don't
up.
know if you want to like pull that
And
up.
so
You
it
might
was the
open up a
wedding
can
was
of
the
worms.
craziest thing I've seen. Somebody recreated an actual horror type island, which they customized their little flower or floor tiles to have like blood patterns and stuff. It
Oh
was
wow.
freaking amazing. Um, but yeah, it was just crazy to see. So I do recommend Animal Crossing to anybody who owns a Nintendo Switch. And that's the other thing. If you're trying to find a Nintendo Switch right now, it's very difficult. About a month ago, my brother and I got my sister a Nintendo Switch, a Switch Lite, because that was all they had in stock, and now you can't even find them. Even online, it's very difficult to find. So if you have one,
Every now and then I see this, they'll pop up at the Target near me every now and then.
it's very, but it won't last the day there because
Yeah,
people
they'll
will
go
sell
really
it.
quickly.
Yeah, because people just want it. So yeah, like I said, it's a great game for somebody who just wants to unwind and chill a little bit. Mary, do you have any like final thoughts on Animal Crossing or anything like that?
Go forth, my youngins, and create.
There you go. So yes, remember, you got to put in the time to make the island work. It's just like organizing your stuff at home. It takes time, and you don't have to be creative to do that. All you do is just like
Just
dump
don't be
stuff
a
on it.
slacker like me.
Yeah, that too, in a way. But we've had people that are worse. But in terms of that, guys, that's it. This was a nice little Animal Crossing video. Mary, do you have any final thoughts?
Mm, Negative.
Yeah, same here. Until then, guys, thanks for watching. We will be having a lot more content coming out in the next couple
Oh yeah,
weeks.
we have nothing but
We have, I actually have some videos that I haven't edited yet, but I will be getting those out to you guys shortly. Until then, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about Geeky Ent and
spread the word.
spread the word.
Be safe out there.
Be safe, but most importantly, be happy. Until
Oh
then,
yeah.
guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, guys, don't forget to geek out.